A special video here for all the NAT investors out there who have a whole bunch of questions about what in the world is happening to NAT. So just to summarize, Dow Jones today is up almost 4%, almost 1,000 points right now. And on the day that the Dow Jones went up a ton and NAT reports really good earnings, kind of two things that you would expect in general to make a stock go up, the market's doing well and the individual company's doing well. So NAT, for instance, they reported 39.5 million net profit, which is up a ton over the 12.7 from last quarter and 5.9 or 5.6 from the previous year. And basically what that says is a speculation that NAT was going to make a whole bunch of money. It came true. So why in the world would the stock market go up? NAT would be making a whole bunch of money, but the stock itself would be going down. So basically, to understand how this all works, you have to keep in mind that NAT was very much a macro level play. It wasn't necessarily about the actual company NAT or the other individual tankers. Basically what it is a philosophical stance saying that we think that oil won't be used as much as is produced, and it's going to lead to a whole bunch of excess oil. And this excess oil is going to be put on these tankers. And what happened today kind of rocked the boat on that, so to speak. And amazing news, Moderna, the biotech company, their vaccine is showing some efficacy in humans, which is fantastic news. Basically, it's developing antibodies for humans, at least in some of them. And this kind of positive news that, well, one, people are getting back to work in the United States. And then two, this medicine showing some kind of efficacy leads to a whole bunch of positivity. And if people are going back to work and if people can get cured from corona very quickly, there's not a whole bunch of need for excess oil places like NAT. So if you kind of look on the other side of the coin, GE is kind of the flip side of NAT. You kind of see them move in an inverse fashion, where GE kind of symbolizes like overall transportation needs of the entire country and to some extent the entire world. And you see that GE has gone up a whole bunch. So this kind of leads you to the next question with NAT. So what do you do with NAT? And what's already been exemplified through earnings that were just released today is that really it's not as much about NAT as we'd imagine, because NAT just showed that they can go way up in revenue and they can stay around the same and even go down depending on larger macro level pieces that are going around in the world. So if NAT was going to take off and be worth a lot more money, what would need to happen would be a second large wave of coronavirus sending people away from work and for people to just not be using gasoline in the way that they once did. If things return back to normal, then you would expect NAT to start and I guess continue to go down at a pace that might be slow, might be fast, kind of hard to tell. So NAT is just essentially kind of always what it was a hedge against the market. So if the market's doing well, the NAT probably won't do so well, but we can make money off the market. And if the market isn't doing so great, NAT can make a little bit of money for us. So NAT's pretty much like a small hedge play, and that's kind of what it's meant to be. So know that the future of NAT is going to be very dependent on large-scale macroeconomic and societal and governmental influence on what happens to individual economies and the world economy. So even if NAT continues to do really well, they may go up some. But note that what's truly driving NAT isn't as much its business as it is what's going on in the world of oil and what's the demand for the storage of oil. And now that there's some reason to believe that oil will just continue to be burnt at paces somewhat similar to what they used to be, there's less demand for NAT. But with the massive reopenings and levels of coronavirus not going down as much as I'm comfortable with before opening up things, I think that there's a decent chance that there can be a large second wave. So those are my thoughts. I'm interested to hear what you think. Have a great day.